Keith, as a Christian, as a priest, you certainly subscribe, I assume, to a life after death.
Yes.
And what form that takes, different people have different opinions, but what could we say about that? What can you say that's not just poetic and metaphoric? What do you really feel about that possibility, which at least seems in a physical sense so radically impossible?
Well, it is impossible in a physical sense if what you mean is your actual body is going to decompose and then come together again and climb out of the tube and wander about. That's impossible. So what you're asking is the question of personal identity. Could you, as the same person you are, with the thoughts you have, the memories you have, the intentions you have, exist in a different sort of embodied state? In other words, could you change bodies? And to me, that would be quite straightforward. I mean, I don't expect it to happen.
Sure.
But people write novels about it, and they don't seem to have many problems. And I think that it would be possible for your personality, your person, what's important about you, to have a different body than the one you have. And that is how people like me think of immortality. Namely, you, the same person, are re-embodied in a different form.
Well, the way we think about it now is sort of a brain transplant, or it's really a body transplant, where we take my brain and put it into a different body, and then that body is maybe younger and better looking and all sorts of things, but it's still the me because the me is my brain.
Right.
But if we talk about life after death, what is the me?
Well, it is your spiritual bit. It is your consciousness. It is your thoughts, your feelings, your memories. I mean,
and that's something that can be remembered or digitized or what?
It doesn't have to be digitized. You see, that's the materialist presupposition again.
Right.
If you have memories, a materialist would say you must have something in which the memories are stored.
Yes,
and if it's not your brain, it must be a CD or something like that.
Right.
But that's false. Your memories can be stored without any physical material embodiment, right? Just as you can have a mind, a consciousness, without a brain.
So what's to prevent my memories and your memories from getting mixed up together?
Well, God is. That's what God is there for, is to prevent our memories getting mixed up.
Okay, good, because, I wouldn't want you in mine, and I'm sure you don't want me in yours.
I know. I think there is a unity of consciousness. This is the fundamental point. Is there a unity of your consciousness, which consists of your valid, genuine memories, and all your thoughts and experiences? So that form of unity, which is quite distinct from my unity, and is not made different by our physical embodiment. Could we cease to be as physical beings and still think of ourselves as one continuing stream of experiences?
I could imagine that.
Yeah, you can imagine that.
I don't know if it's right, but I could imagine.
Right. So that's where talk of immortality starts. You say you can imagine that. Now what you do is you take that stream of experiences and you stick it in another form of body. Right?
This is a resurrection or...
resurrection or reincarnation.
Or
alternative.
Choose your religion.
Choose your religion, yeah. But either one is possible.
Yeah, but God has to do this, because, again, I don't want yours and mine flowing together.
No, well, there may be laws. I mean, just as there are physical laws, there may be laws which determine what unities of experience go with
So
what.
It would be possible that God set a system that there are these laws of consciousness, so that God doesn't have to make some special miracles every time, because there's a law that keeps our unity of consciousness together, and it transcends our death. Yeah,
and that, broadly speaking, is the view that Hindus and Buddhists do take. You don't really need God to do that, because there are laws of karma, there are laws of cause and effect in the spiritual realm. So, and reincarnation, of course, happens. And I think these are different metaphors. I mean, the Jewish, Christian, Muslim metaphor is different. It's resurrection of the body. But if you look carefully, it's a different sort of body. It's not actually the same one.
Sure.
So it's a very similar view that your personality is being re-embodied.
I will give you everything you just said, and now we're in that state. We both made it. Then what?
Then what? Are we going to do anything?
Yeah. I mean, I like talking to you. Will I continue to talk to you? I'll just kind of gaze in some beatific way at your halo.
Right. Well, again, I have to say, being dispassionate, there are lots of different views about this, and I can't be sure that mine is right. But for me, part of the important thing about personality, about being a finite human person, is that we go on growing and learning new things and having new experiences. And if that doesn't happen after death, I shall be extremely disappointed.